So, a little bit of an update. Here's a early morning picture with the sun just coming up. A little bit better contrast you can see with the rocks, how the paint is. We're getting some decomposed granite to put between them to control the mud when it rains, because the rocks aren't going to absorb anything. And here's a new section we did yesterday. Started to go up the big mountain in the back, and this front mountain, I come around the front, you can see it blending it into the natural rocks right there, blending it into some of the older ones. I mean, they're only like a week old, but just blending them together, just smearing it across. There's a new section. You can see the white hairs from the roots that we didn't get out of there. And the other section back there, we widened the trail a little bit because on that first section it was a bit narrow. And so with my Bronco, when the Bronco fell in those holes, it would just get Austin powered in the middle of the road and couldn't get out. So I tried to make it a little bit wider. I made some deeper grooves. This one looks like a butt. I'll have to fix that because that's weird. Some pretty steep sections in this one. Trying to make the bottom not look just like a straight line. Some of it might be impossible to climb. Some of it's just going to be hard. Right where it meets the sidewalk, we put more DG. Hopefully that handles the water good. This side over here, you can see some of the colors are a bit strong. Less is more when it comes to the paint. The black had some crud in it. I just used old house paint that I found, and I mixed it with a bunch of water and put it in a pump sprayer. The black kind of clogged a lot, so it would drip really bad, but for the most part you can see these really tiny black spatterings. I mean, when you get in close, it looks like granite, you know. It'll fool you. Nobody's gonna drive by and say that these things are ugly, which is, well, I mean, they might say they're ugly, but they do look a lot like rock. But yeah, some of those colors are a bit strong. I put a few layers of that yellow on, and I shouldn't have. I should have just done one. Here's actual granite, you know, and you can see with the fake granite in the front and the actual granite in the back, the colors are really similar. But yeah, quite a bit of new stuff added yesterday. This new section, I just smeared on a thin layer, just one thin layer, and I plan on going back and putting another thin layer over the top of this, because we just put it on as thin as we could, and I don't know if it's strong enough that I can walk on it, because I made it half as thick as the other stuff that I've already done. And the idea is, when I spread the next layer on, I could carve it and just poke at it with the blade, you know, or a spoon or whatever, and where there's creases, I can put actual rock grooves in it. And I did that a little bit over here, like on the back of these rocks. And those grooves make a big difference in my opinion. But I didn't do those. I didn't put these grooves on this new section a whole lot because I was worried that I'd go through to the dirt, and I didn't want to go through to the dirt. So this one, when I put the grooves, I don't have to worry about going through the dirt because it'll just hit the layer of concrete below and be good. Well, here you can see how steep it is. That's what I'm dealing with. A little bit more to go. Here's my work area for all the neighbors to see. Yep.